the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Before the game, the Panthers head coach was able to tell me this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all weekend practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense will get first crack at it here. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play.
Could be an alley. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going for it all. Got it.
And the QB finds his guy again for the second time on this drive. Nice job creating explosive plays, finding the speed, finding the matchup, and now this offense is in a good position to go down and get some.
Looking for the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Pitt. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The Hokies offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. The man who will run the offense is Ethan Grunfire, transferred from Penn State. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Takes the handoff. It's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He's got his man across the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Maybe some room here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Yates. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These fans touch watching the figurative Hokey Stone doing their part to help out on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down.
He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. Running inside, it's Hawkins. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. Here's a little room there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it. It's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. So first down here as they go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Snagged out of the air.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Knight.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Turner. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They come to the line 3 yards away from the 1st down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. Pressure coming. Buying some time. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Had to throw it before he wanted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds a man on the right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel. The official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. To the air on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Yates. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for room at the 25. Out of bounds at the 26. 7-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put in play from the 27, first down. Here comes the heat. Keeps it and gets the first down. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pocket breaking down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 23 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Virginia Tech's head coach told me at halftime. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Hawkins. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Hokies have a lot of options on second and inches. On the ground, it's Hawkins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll try to slam it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hokies! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Lee. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. On the run, it's Hawkins. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Reynolds. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Hokies have pushed it inside the 20. Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside. It's Hawkins. Taking it the other way. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Rides to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to punch it in. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on fourth and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And he knocked through the extra point, pretty meaningless in the grand scheme, and the game is over. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays.